Hi, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel Whiteboard. So here in our previous video we already discussed about the easy way to find out hybridizations of molecules. Today we are going to write structures for molecules. So if we want to write the structures to that molecule, we definitely need to know the hybridization of that molecule. So here I am first of all taking that hybridization, lone pair electrons and structure. So listen, first of all, the structure of molecules may differ for same hybridization depending upon the number of lone pair of electrons. So coming to the topic, in this one the first hybridization is that sp hybridization. So it does not have any lone pair of electrons, so that's why I am not taking any lone pair of electrons here. Coming to the structure, it has a linear structure like this, point to point. Okay, and coming to that second one, it is sp2 hybridization. So sp2 hybridization has a lone pair of electrons. So first of all we are going to take in that structure of sp2 hybridized molecule without lone pairs. Without lone pair, it has that trigonal planar shape, trigonal planar like this. And if we have one lone pair in sp2 hybridization, what will be the structure? So if we have one lone pair in sp2 hybridization, we have the structure that is angular, or we can also take this one as a V shape or bent shape. We will getting a angular shape or V shape. So instead of writing a bond here, we are taking that lone pair of electron. Next one, that is that sp2 hybridization with two lone pair of electrons. So it is not possible here. This one is not possible. And coming to the fifth one, that is sp3 hybridization without lone pair. Tetrahedral geometry. Generally it comes out as a tetrahedral molecule. The shape is taken like this. This is the shape of tetrahedral geometry. If we sp3 hybrid orbital with one lone pair of electron, pyramidal shape. It is pyramidal, like Egypt pyramids. This is the shape of that one. So next one is that sp3 hybridization with two lone pairs. sp3 hybridization with two lone pairs, generally it forms a angular shape. Instead of writing this bond here, we are writing lone pair of electrons like this. So this one is a angular shape. And coming to that, sp3 with three lone pair of electrons. With three lone pair of electrons, it is generally forms linear one. It generally forms linear one, where the structure is written like this. This is a linear shaped one. Okay, these are up to sp3. So what happens if we will get d orbitals also? That is that sp3d hybridization without lone pair of electrons. Without lone pair of electrons, sp3d hybridization, it comes out as a trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal, and it has a structure like this. So in the middle we have that a trigonal planar shape. Two bonds are placed above and below this plane. So this one is called trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal shape. So what happens if sp3d has one lone pair of electron? If sp3d has one lone pair of electrons, it has the structure of trigonal pyramidal. Trigonal pyramidal. It can also called distorted tetrahedral. Or it can also called seesaw. So the structure will be like this. Instead of writing a bond pair, there we have to write a lone pair of electrons. So that's why its shape will be changes like this. Okay, it's like a seesaw which is used to played by the children in the park. Okay, next one, 11th one. It is sp3d with two lone pairs. It has a structure of T shape. Okay, this one is a T-shaped. 12th one, that is sp3d with three lone pairs. If we have the three lone pairs in sp3d hybridization, it will be again comes out as a linear, and the structure will be written like this. These are the lone pairs, and here I am writing that bond pairs, and this one is another lone pair. Next one, that is that sp3d2 hybridization without lone pairs. sp3d2 hybridization without lone pairs, it generally the familiar one, that is octahedral. Octahedral, it is also called square bipyramidal. So generally a square is present in the middle like this. This is the central atom. We can write that square in this way, and we can put two bonds. One is above, another one is at below. That is a square bipyramidal. It has the structure of square bipyramidal. And next one, if sp3d2 has one lone pair, if in case sp3d2 has one lone pair, then one of the pyramid is cancelled and there we will get that lone pairs. So that's why the name of the structure will be changes to square pyramidal. Square pyramidal. So the square pyramidal can be written like this. So it is a lone pair, and here I am taking that bond pair. So what happens if in case it has a two lone pairs? So if it has a two lone pair, the shape is changed to square planar. So it only has that square one only in the middle, and remaining two bonds will be changes like lone pairs. So this one is that square, and I am taking one lone pair here, another lone pair here. So it has a square planar structure. So next, if sp3d3 hybridization is there, sp3d3 hybridization is there. In sp3d3 hybridization without lone pairs, it has the structure of pentagonal bipyramidal. Pentagonal bipyramidal structure. Structure can be written as like this: central atom, it has 5 corners, and 2 bonds are above and below the plane. Pentagonal bipyramidal. If sp3d 3 has one lone pair, then the structure can be changes to pentagonal pyramidal only. Pentagonal pyramidal. It can also called distorted octahedral. Distorted octahedral because of the presence of lone pair here, the octahedral shape will be disturbed. It looks like as a disturbed octahedral shape. So this looks like a distorted octahedral shape. So these are the hybridization and the shapes of the molecules. By learning these things, we can able to write the structures of some of the inorganic molecules. If you like my video, please share, subscribe and like.